Hi, everybody. My name is Will Ranney. I am a deacon in the conference who specializes in digital ministry, including the experience of helping a lot of church organizations to adopt a logo. I am a part of this project because I believe in the ministry that is done by Women at the Well, and I have for quite some time. And so I'm happy to help out and to lend my services for free. I didn't actually design this logo. I recommended that you go with a firm called Ripke Designs and Ames, which has a great track record. It's staffed by United Methodists, and they probably developed 10 times the amount of logos that I have, including for a lot of nonprofits and churches. They have a really great track record. Okay, so I want to tell you about a few things that I really like about this logo, and while it struck me so much, this was the fifth or sixth set of revisions that we did, and there's actually 12 different logos in the final set of revisions, and this one struck me right out of the gate, and I want to tell you why. I feel like it has both a sense of inwardness and a sense of outwardness. And I think that's important because it speaks to your ministry on a lot of levels. It speaks to those who seek to live beyond the walls, and it speaks to those who seek to do ministry within. It has a clearer cross than some of the other renditions of the logo, but I believe that it's still accessible to the disenfranchised and unchurched who may be turned off by a stronger cross. I think that the font for Women at the Well captures the stronger sense of femininity that you were going for. I think that the logo has kind of a retro tribal feel to it, and I think that that's important because it's unique enough and your ministry is unique enough that it's something that you can rally around. It's not generic. It has its own appeal. In that light, I think it's striking and memorable. I didn't look at this for about a month, and I can still picture it in my head. And anytime I can do that, I think it's a sign of a good logo. It has a few purposeful imperfections in it, and I think that this is important. It has sharp edges, but it has cool colors. It's a contradiction. Yet these two things work well together, and I think it's very reminiscent of kind of the own battles that we wage and the own turmoil that we have within our own hearts, and particularly those that are being served by this ministry. Like the story suggests, we are invited deeper into the well to examine our soul and to acknowledge that Jesus, the water of life, is there waiting for us. Our eye is pulled into the center, down deeper into the well to where the water is. Now, by our very natures, no single symbol will satisfy a personal ideation of a ministry. It's impossible. Nobody's ever going to agree on a logo. It's never happened with any church I've worked with on both sides of the story, either being the creator or being the receiver of the logo. It's really hard. But in truth, a symbol is not really your logo. Even when you adopt it, it's still just a symbol. It's our job to live into the story the symbol tells to make it into a true logo. Now, some of you may be familiar with Three House of Wesley Foundation. I did the branding for them, including their logo, which looks like a tree house, but also kind of looks like their building. And it has a lot of three symbolism in it. Now, they really took it upon themselves to embrace this logo, both the environmental stewardship message it sent and the third place message it sent, because they're a community center where they wanted people to feel welcomed. And I can tell that they've embraced this logo because you can see it in the furnishings that they've made. You can see it stenciled on the walls. But most importantly, I can see that the message of the logo is held in their hearts. And that is my hope for you today, that you can take this symbol and live into its promise, meeting Jesus in its deep center, recognizing the walls that separate us from Christ and transcending them. So it is with my strong recommendation that you adopt this logo. If you have any more questions, I would be happy to answer them. And thanks for letting me be a part of this journey.